Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Justin Daniels, and I am the co-host of Wizard of House with Mr. T, Lee Toutounchian. And I would like to introduce him right now. Mr. T, welcome to your show.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for having me. How is your day so far?
Beautiful.
Beautiful. You just shared with me. You're running a little bit late because you were taking photographs, I believe.
Yes, we actually have to take for some comparables and some other reasons we have to take pictures of certain homes.
And we'll get all into that and much more into this podcast, which is pertaining to real estate stories, the do's and don'ts for people who are looking to buy or sell, even for investment properties. We'll also share some insight on the community events and local news here in the city of Port Orange, Florida. And can you explain to them where exactly Port Orange, Florida is located?
It's actually the sweet spot. It's between Daytona and New Smyrna.
Now, everybody, I believe, knows Daytona for a couple reasons.
Yeah.
We have the Daytona 500, and then they're in the late 80s, mid-80s, for us who are old, there was Spring Break, which I believe is still relevant, but back in the day, MTV had made it Daytona Beach something.
Oh, yes.
World known. So yes, it's just south of Daytona Beach.
I was one of those crazy people on the beach, I remember.
Oh my, we will get into those fun stories and much more.
Yeah.
But today is going to be our introduction of Mr. T. And now, when everybody sees the name Mr. T, they're thinking of, pity the fool. Now, you're not that Mr. T, are you?
Yeah, I am.
You can get
I'm
like that
worse
way.
than him.
Oh, you're worse than Mr. T. Do you have your gold necklace?
Actually, I'm saving up for that.
Are you?
As soon as I sell your house, I think I'll have enough to get
I like your strategy.
the gold chain.
That's to become
That's what I tell everybody.
Right? But the T actually came through one of your clients. Obviously, your last name begins with the letter T. And for those who may have problems pronouncing your last name, could you pronounce it for them properly?
Yes. So I'm going to tell you a story on that. It's Toutounchian.
Mm-hmm.
And Toutounchian, my first son, he used to bring his friends home, and everybody would walk in and say, "Hi, Mr. T." And then one day my son, he was in middle school. He was like 13, 14. He says, "Dad, why don't you just use that for your marketing?" And I was, you know what? That is catchy.
Genius.
So he said that, and I said, you know what? I'm going to make that my brand.
I love it.
Because that's how Mr. T was born, through my son's friends. Because they call all their teachers, "Oh, Mr. G, Mr."
By the first initial.
So yeah, you call your dad
G.
G.
By the first initial
Right.
too. That
Right.
Very good point.
So that's how Mr. T came. Because most people look at it and go, "Huh?" And I say, "Yeah, it's Toutounchian."
Again?
If you say it slow, you get stuck in the middle. So you got to say it fast. Yeah, they go Toutounchian, and so you got to say Toutounchian.
Too many syllables. They're used to Smith, Wilson.
Yeah, but once you see Toutounchian on paper, you'll never forget it.
Absolutely. It's an original name. And speaking of which, the origin of the name, where are you from?
Yeah, I actually came in when the revolution happened in Iran.
Uh-huh.
In 1979, when the Shah of Iran left, my dad got me and my brother out. So we are really indebted to him.
I can
He
imagine.
passed away shortly after, and thank God we're here. And we never looked back. So
Now,
to the land of the opportunity, land of the potatoes. Here I am.
Now, for your fellow countrymen back at home that may be listening, do you also speak Persian, I believe?
Yes,
Could you
I speak.
possibly greet them in Persian?
Yeah, I speak full Persian. I was 18 when I left there, and I can still read. بله سلام علی هستم همیشه اینجام در خدمتتونم اگر کاری از دست من براتون امکان داره بگین فروش خونه خرید خونه من اینجا هستم Yes.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Unfortunately don't have the ability to speak more than one language. It's just English.
Basically, I told my countrymen that I'm here at their service if they need any kind of real estate services or anything else, perhaps. So.
That's fantastic. Good times, good times. So you had a choice when the family left Iran. Now, again, a lot of people mispronounce your country, your origin. A lot of people call it Iran, but it's correctly pronounced as
Iran.
Iran.
Yes.
Thank you for clarifying.
But, again, I've been here longer than I've been there.
Been over there, understood.
But, we're always, if I go over there, they say, go back to Iran, to America.
To America.
You're not Iranian, you're American. And then we come here, they're like, you're not American. You go back home. I'm like, no, this is my home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad to have you here and continue forward with this. The state of Florida, was that a choice of the family to come to Florida? Was there another place in mind you had first went to?
That's where our dad picked to send us because our cousins were here.
Oh, fantastic.
So he sent us to family.
Good. I like it. Now, what piqued your interest into becoming a realtor?
Well, that's again is, I happened to be in retail sales, and my cousin was a builder here in the area. And one day he came to a store that I was running, and I sold him a bunch of stuff. And he went back and he says, you need to come work for me. He says, nobody has ever sold me this much stuff.
Unreal.
I don't know what to do with all this. So, and I'd gone through a divorce at that time in Jacksonville. So I moved. I came here and got my license. And
here we are. Now, how long have you been in Port Orange?
And I got into new construction. I opened Water's Edge, where you live, where I am.
Absolutely.
So right now. And that's how it started. What was your question?
How long have you been in Port Orange now?
Off and on since 1979.
Wow.
42 years.
I didn't want to do the math for you. But yes, 42 years. Yeah. And you have actually been able to raise a family here. And for people who may be interested in coming to the Port Orange area, I believe your guest that you have today, his name is George Daniels, and I believe you sold him a home in the late 90s. And we're going to, kindly go over topics on what challenges certain people face when they're moving from out of town or from out of state, or even maybe internationally. So today, I believe you two will be discussing his challenges that he faced, and I believe he was a new construction. We look forward to hearing that conversation with you too. So please stay tuned to that coming up, and we'll be right back. Coming up next, I believe we have a guest who you sold a home to, I believe in 1998 it was. And the gentleman's name is Mr. George Daniels. And we will be bringing him on board shortly. But before we do that, I noticed when you were pulling up today here at the studio that you didn't have your Corvette with you.
Oh, yeah.
Was it raining outside?
No.
No. Can you describe the listeners your new toy? Because it looks beautiful.
Thank you.
However, when you sit in the passenger seat and Mr. T is in control of that accelerator,
hold on. Yeah, no, that's my pumpkin.
Is that the nickname?
Yeah.
The pumpkin.
The pumpkin. So I bought an orange 2021 C8 and love it. But, I haven't had a chance to drive it. It's only got 1,400 miles in 7 months, 6 months.
Beautiful thing.
But, I'm looking forward to enjoying it more.
You should.
And it's gorgeous. And I got the new plates, the license plate.
And what
Mr.
does
T sells.
I love it.
So if you see that, just close your eyes. It's not me. If you see, just ignore it. Somebody stole my car, okay? And,
Now, did you do the modification to the vehicle yet?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet.
I did do the tinted. I tinted the windows with ceramic tint
Nice.
and the front. I did the ceramic coat. Everything is coming along. So I've ordered, headers, springs to lower it.
Now, see, Mr. T is a busy man. He's already getting a ding, a ding, a ding, ding on his phone. That's okay,
sorry.
though.
Sorry, yeah.
Oh,
It's
no
people
worries.
returning my. As far as Georgia coming on, so I actually started my career in real estate selling new homes. So, there are two different things. The people that work for builders, they're just real estate sales people, real estate persons and salespersons. And when you become a realtor, it's different. General real estate, we go by code of ethics. We have to follow National Association of Realtors ethics, and that's why there's a difference.
From just selling for a builder.
So as I was doing new homes, I always wanted to be a realtor, and the builder says no, because they
You're doing
have
a good
their own
job. You're selling
brokerage.
a lot of our homes.
Yeah.
We don't want you to
So
leave.
I did that for what did I say, about 7 years or something. And one of my first clients was
Mr. George.
Mr. G.
And tune in for part 2, episode 1 on The Wizard of House with Mr. T.